Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Shahad, what I need? Mike, now. 50. You won't see me in your nightmare. Pilot, 64, weak. Zebra. Gun.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Cousins on first down. He's got Lewis. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. That's the party.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 25, check 25, check 25. Lucky 50. 50, Mike's 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 27. Check Mike 50. Mike is at 50. Smooth. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike.
First down. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, we're good. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready. 60, Pittsburgh. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing.
A first carry now for Kolfrani Muhammad, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Box track. Yep, watch it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready.
Looking to throw. Franks got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get there. Check 9.
2nd and 6. He gets this to Devontae Adams. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Here I come. Wait, hot.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Good route here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6.
Cousins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check, cross. Hey, foxtrot.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Get that quick. I know, easy. Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready?
They'll throw again, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check nickel.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but now it's 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Franks. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
54,
From the gun, Franks. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Franks gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Vikings'
Here we go, here we go.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Jump high, 64, weak. Handle.
Mike 57.
Here we go, D.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Ready, go.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's Madison running on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 91. Cut. 300.
From the 41, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 49 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Two.
On the carry, it's Boone. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Check. Listen to me. Hey, check. 91 in the mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Yellow.
Third and short yardage. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
54, right there.
To throw on second down. Franks, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Ready, 50, quick. You got it, quick. I'm letting you know. Go! Smoke. Check, ready. 57.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10. Franks, that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And the Packer first down.
On the double. 66. Bullet high. I got him. Check. Zip.
Comes to me, it's me. Mike's 54.
Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's 50. Wide. Go. We're going. Let's go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, Haywood. Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my...
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Zebra. 50's the mark. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, zoom.
On third down, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, exit.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. My experience.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll go with Boone. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, high 7. 91 is the mic.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down. Here's Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Come get some. He don't want it. Check that.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 91.
Cousins again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 21 yards there on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's Cousins on the sneak. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
42, Mike 42. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, Alpha.
42's the mark. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Cousins to throw it this time. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Franks. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The 46-yard line.
Set, ready. 54, 8, read. 54, watch 54. He's time to read. Wow, watch 54. Watch go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first. To their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go, defense. Yeah. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 80 West.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
General West.
They'll run on first down. Boom. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Whip. Watch the whip. Two.
Now Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Mike's 50. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's right, baby. They don't want to exit. Mike's by 4. Danny. Switch. Check 3. 61. Match.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70 in.
Watch the curve. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill, Haley.
Ready, go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Equanimeous St. Brown. Harrison Smith on the cover.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they head back to 4-5. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.